Ever wondered why malware analysis and detection is so important in today's digital age? It's because we're living in an era where digital breaches are not just prevalent, but also increasingly sophisticated. Malware, which stands for malicious software, plays a significant role in these cyber attacks. It's a broad term that includes viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware. These threats are often designed to steal, destroy, or hold your data hostage. You see, every day, thousands of new malware variants are created. They sneak into systems hidden in innocent-looking files, emails, or websites, lying in wait to strike. Once activated, they can wreak havoc, causing significant financial and reputational damage. In fact, it's estimated that cybercrime will cost the global economy over $10 trillion annually by the end of this decade, and malware is a significant contributor to this figure. This is where malware analysis and detection come into play. Malware analysis is the process of dissecting malicious software to understand its purpose, functionality, and impact. It's like performing an autopsy on a virus to learn how it operates, how it's structured, and how to neutralize it. On the other hand, malware detection is about identifying these harmful intruders before they can cause damage. It's like a security guard at the entrance of your computer, checking every visitor for harmful intentions. The sooner we can detect malware, the quicker we can take action to prevent or limit damage. Both malware analysis and detection are vital in protecting our sensitive data and systems. They form a key part of our cybersecurity arsenal, helping to guard against threats and mitigate the damage caused by those that manage to slip through. So understanding and mitigating malware is a critical aspect in maintaining cybersecurity. As we move further into this digital age, the importance of malware analysis and detection will only continue to grow. It's our best defense against the ever-evolving threat landscape that seeks to exploit our systems and data for malicious purposes. To begin with, it's essential to understand what malware is. Malware, an abbreviation for malicious software, is any software intentionally designed to cause damage or unauthorized access to a computer, server, or computer network. There are several types of malware, each with unique characteristics. Viruses, for instance, are malicious programs that replicate themselves to spread to other computers. Worms, on the other hand, are self-replicating malware that exploit network vulnerabilities to spread across systems without user interaction. Trojans are deceitful types of malware that disguise themselves as legitimate software to trick users into installing them. Once inside a system, they can carry out a variety of malicious activities without the user's knowledge. Ransomware is another type of malware that encrypts user data and demands a ransom to restore access. This form of malware has gained notoriety in recent years due to high-profile attacks on businesses and government entities. Spyware, as the name suggests, spies on user activities, gathering sensitive information such as passwords and credit card details without the user's knowledge or consent. Adware, while not always harmful, can be incredibly annoying. It displays unwanted advertisements, often in the form of pop-ups, and can slow down system performance. But how does malware work? The specifics vary depending on the type of malware, but generally, malware exploits vulnerabilities in software or tricks users into installing it. Once inside a system, it can steal sensitive information, cause system damage, or even take control of the system. The impact of an infected system can be severe. It can lead to data loss, financial loss, and even reputational damage. In some cases, it can render a system completely unusable. Now that you know what malware is, it's time to delve into the process of malware analysis. Malware analysis is a fascinating process involving several steps. It's a bit like being a detective, except the clues are hidden in lines of code and the suspects are rogue software pieces. Let's dive into the first step of this process, collection. It's as simple as it sounds. This is where we gather the suspect files, the malware samples that will be our persons of interest. It's crucial to ensure that this collection is done in a secure environment to avoid accidental infections. But remember, even the most seemingly harmless piece of code could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Next, we have identification. This step is where we try to figure out what type of malware we're dealing with. Is it a Trojan horse, pretending to be a benign application while causing havoc behind the scenes? Or perhaps it's a worm, self-replicating and spreading across networks. Identifying the malware type will help us understand its potential behavior and impact. Now let's move on to static analysis. In this step, we're trying to understand the malware without even running it. We're peering into its code, looking for strings of text or particular sequences that can give us a hint about its purpose. It's like trying to understand a machine by looking at its blueprints. The fourth step is dynamic analysis. Now we're going to let the malware run, but in a controlled environment called a sandbox. This allows us to observe its behavior, see how it interacts with the system, and understand its objectives. It's a risky game, but with the right precautions, it's an incredibly insightful step. The next stage is manual code reversing. This is the most technical part of the process. We're diving deep into the code, tearing it apart, and reconstructing it to understand its inner workings. It's like solving a complex puzzle where every piece of code could be a key to understanding the malware's intent. Following this, we have automated analysis. In this step, we use specialized tools to automate some parts of the analysis. These tools can quickly provide us with valuable information, like the malware's communication protocol or the encryption methods it uses. Finally, we arrive at reporting. This is where we document everything we've learned about the malware. It's a crucial step, as it allows others to understand the malware, learn from our analysis, and further improve their own methods. Remember, the goal of malware analysis is to understand how a particular piece of malware functions. It's a journey of discovery, where each step brings us closer to understanding the mind of the malware creator. It's a complex, challenging process, but in the end, it's all about keeping the digital world safer from these silent threats. The right tools can make the process of malware analysis much easier. In this digital age, we have a plethora of tools at our disposal that can aid us in understanding and dissecting malware. Let's take a look at some of them. First up, we have disassemblers like IDA Pro. These tools break down the binary of a malware into assembly language. This allows analysts to scrutinize the malware's code and understand its inner workings. It's like having a microscope for software, enabling us to see the tiny details that are otherwise hidden. Next on the list are debuggers, such as OllyDBG and Immunity Debugger. These tools allow us to watch the malware in action, line by line. We can see what happens when the malware runs, how it interacts with the system, and even change the code in real time. It's like being able to slow down time and observe the malware's every move. We also have virtual environments like VMware and VirtualBox. These tools create a safe space where malware can be run without harming the actual system. It's like having a sandbox where we can play with the malware without worrying about getting hurt. Then there are network traffic analyzers like Wireshark. These tools show us how the malware communicates over the network, what data it sends and receives, and who it talks to. It's like being able to eavesdrop on the malware's secret conversations. Last but not least, we have automated analysis tools like Cuckoo Sandbox. These tools automatically run the malware in a controlled environment and collect data about its behavior. They do the heavy lifting for us, saving us time and effort. Each of these tools serves a specific purpose and contributes in its own way to the malware analysis process. Some help us understand the malware's code, others its behavior, and still others its communications. Together, they provide a comprehensive picture of the malware, enabling us to counter it effectively. Choosing the right tools is key to effective malware analysis. These tools, when used wisely, can make the daunting task of malware analysis much more manageable. They empower us to take on the complex world of malware and come out on top. Once you've analyzed the malware, the next step is detection. But what does detection entail, and how does it work? Let's delve into that. Malware detection is a critical process that involves identifying whether a file, a program, or a system is infected with malware. It's like a security checkpoint that scrutinizes everything passing through it for potential threats. But how does it distinguish between friend and foe, between benign software and malicious code? There are two primary methods used for malware detection: signature-based detection and behavior-based detection. Signature-based detection is somewhat like a wanted poster. It relies on a database of known malware signatures. unique bits of code that identify each strain of malware. If a file's code matches any of the signatures in the database, it's flagged as malware. However, it has a significant drawback. It's effective only against known threats. Any new or modified malware can slip through unnoticed. That's where behavior-based detection comes in. Instead of looking for known signatures, this method monitors the behavior of files and programs. If a program starts acting suspiciously, like trying to access protected files or modify system settings, it's flagged as potential malware. This method is more effective at catching new and unknown threats, but it can sometimes lead to false positives, flagging benign software as malicious. In reality, most modern systems use a combination of the two for a more robust defense. They use signature-based detection to catch known threats quickly and behavior-based detection to catch new and unknown threats. It's like having both a sharp-eyed guard and a clever detective on duty at all times. Successful detection is crucial to stopping malware in its tracks. Without effective detection, malware can lurk unnoticed, causing damage, stealing sensitive information, and generally wreaking havoc. So the next time you run a scan on your computer, take a moment to appreciate the complex processes working tirelessly to keep your digital world secure. Just like analysis, detection also requires the right tools. In the vast field of cybersecurity, there are several utilities at our disposal to detect and combat malware. Each tool serves a unique purpose and contributes significantly to the detection process. Let's delve into a few of them. Firstly, we have anti-malware software. These are the frontline soldiers in the battle against malware. They scan, detect, and often remove malicious software from your system. These tools are equipped with signature-based detection, which compares files against a database of known malware. Some advanced versions also offer heuristic analysis, essentially predicting the behavior of unknown malware based on its similarities with known threats. Next in line are intrusion detection systems, or IDS. These tools monitor network traffic for suspicious activities. They're like the security cameras of your network, constantly watching and alerting when something doesn't seem right. An IDS can detect attacks that might have bypassed your firewall, making it an essential tool in your malware detection arsenal. Then we have the Security Information and Event Management, or CM systems. These tools aggregate log data from various sources, providing a centralized view of a network's security. By correlating events across different logs, CM systems can identify patterns of malicious activity that might otherwise go unnoticed. Firewalls, while often considered a prevention tool, also play a crucial role in malware detection. By monitoring inbound and outbound network traffic and blocking data packets based on a set of security rules, firewalls help to detect and thwart potential attacks. Another valuable tool is the File Integrity Monitor. This tool alerts you when files have been altered, which could indicate a malware infection. By monitoring changes in your system files, you can detect malicious activity even before it causes significant damage. Finally, we have the sandbox. This is a safe and isolated environment where you can execute suspicious files without risk to your real system. By observing the behavior of a file in a sandbox, you can identify whether it's malicious or not. These tools, when used in combination, provide a robust defense against malware. But remember, no tool can offer 100% protection. Regular software updates, strong passwords, and user vigilance are equally critical in maintaining a secure environment. In the end, it's a chess match between cybersecurity professionals and cybercriminals. The attackers are always devising new malware, and the defenders are always developing new detection methods. You're not just using tools, you're part of a global team working to keep the digital world safe. With the right tools, you can effectively detect and neutralize malware. But don't forget, the most effective tool is knowledge. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and you'll be well equipped to tackle any malware that comes your way. Cybersecurity professionals play a vital role in the fight against malware. These tech-savvy heroes are the frontline defense against cyber threats that loom large in our interconnected world. They are the watchful guardians who protect our systems and data from malicious software that seek to exploit, disrupt, and compromise. When it comes to malware analysis and detection, cybersecurity professionals bring a unique set of skills to the table. They are adept at understanding the complex nature of malware, decoding its behavior, and identifying its signature. By dissecting malware, they reveal its intentions, capabilities, and weaknesses, which are instrumental in developing effective countermeasures. But it's not just about analyzing the malware. Cybersecurity professionals also play a crucial role in detecting these malicious entities. Using a variety of tools and techniques, they scan and monitor systems to identify any signs of intrusion or abnormal behavior. Their expertise in detection helps prevent malware from causing damage before it even has a chance to strike. More than just technical experts, cybersecurity professionals are also educators and advisors. They educate users about the risks of malware and advise them on best practices for safe online behavior. They play a crucial role in creating a culture of cybersecurity awareness, which is a key component in the fight against malware. They also contribute to the larger cybersecurity community by sharing their findings and insights. This collaboration strengthens the collective defense against malware and fosters innovation in malware analysis and detection techniques. The role of cybersecurity professionals extends beyond the confines of their organizations. They are the champions of a safe and secure digital world, tirelessly working to protect our data, our privacy, and our way of life from cyber threats. So the next time you safely log into your email, make an online purchase, or access your cloud-stored photos, remember the cybersecurity professionals who make it all possible. They are the silent, unseen warriors in the battle against malware, constantly vigilant and always ready. Without cybersecurity professionals, our digital world would be a much more dangerous place. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's recap. Our digital excursion began by stressing on the importance of malware analysis and detection. We unveiled that malware, these sinister software designed to harm or exploit devices or networks, pose a significant threat in our interconnected world. However, through effective malware analysis and detection, we can proactively defend our systems and data from these potential threats. We delved into the intricate world of malware, exploring the various types that lurk in the shadows of the internet, from viruses and worms to ransomware and spyware. We highlighted that understanding the nature of these threats is the first step in building a robust defense mechanism. From there, we navigated the process of malware analysis. We learned that it's a detailed procedure that involves dissecting the malware, scrutinizing its behavior, and determining its origin and purpose. This process, though complex, is paramount to understanding how the malware functions and how it can be neutralized. Our journey then led us to an arsenal of tools designed for malware analysis. We discovered that these tools, from static and dynamic analysis tools to forensics tools, play a vital role in the deep dive into malware's inner workings. They allow us to understand its structure, behavior, and potential impact, providing us with valuable insights to counteract its damaging effects. We also explored the realm of malware detection. We learned that detection involves identifying suspicious patterns and anomalies that may indicate the presence of malware. Through the use of advanced detection tools, we can spot these threats before they inflict harm to our systems. Finally, we discussed the role of cybersecurity professionals in this battle against malware. These tech warriors are on the front lines, using their skills and knowledge to analyze, detect, and combat malware, ensuring the safety of our digital landscape. Remember, understanding and combating malware is a key aspect of cybersecurity. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more informative content like this.